What's up, everybody? Welcome to Digital Football here on youtube.com/channel/smorgasbord of letters and numbers. Today we have the Digital Bears versus the Digital Packers in Digital Lambeau Field, and Digital Football is sponsored by Week in Review. You can find it on YouTube on this very channel. Every Tuesday you get game coverage, movie coverage, limited edition crap. I've learned that that show apparently has no bounds to my budget. I am willing to buy whatever it takes. Did I buy two of the same controller and review it twice separately on that show? I don't know. Tune in to find out. It's Week in Review. It's every Tuesday, so look for that. The Packers won the toss and deferred to the second half, so they are going to kick away to the Bears, who take it in the end zone and run up to about the 22-yard line. Pretty good return and decent starting field position. May have been a better idea to just take a touchback there. Loss of 3 yards field position. No big deal. Mitchell Trubisky lines up under center, and there is already a penalty. Penalty on the first play of the game. Looks like it's going to be a false start. I couldn't tell. That guy was standing like he was going to call an encroachment, but it's actually a false start. False start on Howard. So that'll be 1st and 15 for the Bears. The Bears and Packers are the oldest rivalry in the NFL. Pretty incredible. Green Bay somehow made up like 25 games in 23 years. Like the all-time series was like so spread apart. And the Bears were like way up, and through Rodgers and through Favre, or flip that, Favre came first. Through Favre and Rodgers, they've been able to make up a 25-game deficit in about 23 years. Or 25 and 23. It doesn't matter. It was a large deficit that was overcome. 2 plays by the Bears, and that'll lead to a 3rd down and about 11. Rush to the left, they got stuffed, and then that pass swing to the outside into the flat. Ooh, almost could have gotten him on with an encroachment, but gets back on time. Trubisky out to his right, throws it down. Looks like the pass was a missed deflection on the pass, and it's going to be a huge gain on 3rd and 11. Makes Mitchell Trubisky 2 for 2 for 66 yards. And a huge 3rd down conversion will put the Bears at the 16-yard line, ready to try and score in the red zone. Good position. I don't know where I was going with that sentence. Look at him run. There he goes. Looks like number 27 had the shot at... Who's that? That's Jones. Jones had the shot at the deflection and just missed, which is unfortunate, and that'll be a big play up the sideline. If you're curious, this game is being played just by the computer. It is on the hardest difficulty, so we're basically just watching RNG at work. Just having some fun with that. I thought it'd be fun to see what Madden would predict would happen in the opening game. This is actually Sunday night's game. The Bears with a nice play for a 13-yard gain down to the 3. And I'm really looking forward to watching it. Hopefully Green Bay wins. It should win. It's in Green Bay. They're celebrating their 100th year. It's going to be a good one. Nice tackle to stop. Touchdown saving tackle, I should say. Ooh, shout out to Pylon Cam. Martinez with the nice stop. 1st and goal from the 3. Trubisky with 1 back. Drops back to pass. It is deflected in the end zone. Is that picked? No, it dropped to the ground. Jones, who missed the deflection on the huge play up the sideline, comes back and gets a deflection in the end zone to force a 2nd and goal. Martinez, it looked like, had a really good shot at that interception, but just couldn't quite come down with it. 2nd and goal for the Bears. 1 back, 3 wide receivers. Handoff goes, and he is in for the touch. No, they're gonna spot him short. 3rd and goal at the 1-yard line. Trubisky in the shotgun, hands off to the left, and untouched goes in for the touchdown. The Bears take an early 7-0 lead. And for fun, they're going to play rock, paper, scissors. Looks like not only did he score the touchdown, but he won the rock, paper, scissors game. I believe that was a 2-1 victory. The Bears are up 6-0, and just a huge hole on that left side. They got the seal here and the seal here, and then they ran the ball through there. That was a terrible Vince Lombardi impression, but hey, that's okay. You don't come here for whose voice can Sean do. You come here to watch digital football. Again, brought to you by Weekend Review. Check it out every Tuesday. The extra point is up and good, and it's 7-0 Bears. Taken at the 8-yard line. He's going to run up to the right. And looks like he got injured on that tackle there. Yep, he definitely got injured. That sucks. Sorry, man. Hobbles off, fortunately. Here's Aaron Rodgers. He should be on the field. Aaron Rodgers with a first down play is going to throw down the middle and miss. Not sure exactly who was there. I think it was 81, so I think it was Allison something. I can't remember his last name. Should have printed out the roster, but I don't. I'm just talking. Rodgers finds Cobb up the left side. He breaks the tackle, and it's going to be 7-7 here in a minute. Well, 7-6 point after pending, and that's a touchdown. 73 yards all the way to the end zone. And just like that, 2 plays, 73 yards, tie game. There's the coach for the Bears looking upset. Had a shot to stop him, but Cobb slipped out of the grip and all the way to the end zone. Great play for Green Bay. Obviously, I mean, they scored a touchdown. What do you want? They scored a touchdown. It's obviously a great play. I'm very happy. Digital Packers for the extra point. Mason Crosby is good. 7-7. Kick is away. And that is going to be a touchback. Mitchell Trubisky leads the Bears back out onto the field, looking to build upon the drive they had last time, converting a 3rd and 11 for a big gain and ending in a touchdown. He's going to throw a screen out to the right, and that is going to be stuffed. What a great tackle out there. And that screen was blown up pretty quickly. Jair Alexander with a nice open field tackle. Nowhere to go. Everything was pretty well covered, so good for them. Nice tackle. Leads to a 2nd and 13. Trubisky in the shotgun. The running play up the middle, no gain. Maybe a yard or 2. 3rd and 11. Now, last time Green Bay gave up a big play on 3rd and 11. Can they hold the Bears here? Hopefully. Trubisky takes the snap, drops back to the right, and it is tipped away. Nice defensive play there. Ha-ha Clinton Dix with the deflection, and that'll force a Bears punt. So after giving up a 3rd down last drive, come back, hold them to a 3 and out, and the Bears punting away. Booming kick back to the 20, goes up the middle, and they'll take over at the 35-yard line. 13-yard return. Rodgers is also looking to build on a touchdown drive. Doesn't necessarily need to be 2 plays, but you'll take whatever you can get. Looks like the lineman to the top of the screen jumped off sides. Aaron Rodgers, very well known for doing that. So it looks like it'll be an encroachment. They'll go ahead and decline that penalty, I assume, because Montgomery rushed up the right side for 13 yards. Rodgers back in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Ooh, play action fake. Rolls to his right, and that's a huge gain down the right hash, on the right side of the field. Allison with a big pickup, and that'll lead to a 1st and 10. Wide open. Nice play. Rodgers rolled to his right, bought a little bit of time, freed up number 81, whose name Allison Janney. That's not right at all. Allison Janney is an actress. Allison something. Why can't I remember his? I just saw it and I can't remember his last name. Rogers with another play action fake, and that's going to be a sack. Hicks with his first sack of the game, first sack for the Bears today. And man, he came barreling down. Rogers did not really have much of a chance there to get the ball away. As soon as he looked up, Hicks was right there for him. Push Green Bay back just a little bit, and it'll be second down. Time is running out in the first quarter. Will they get a play off? No, they won't. So we'll head to the second quarter with a 2nd and 18 for Green Bay. There's Hicks with the sack that put him in this position. There's Mike McCarthy looking at something. Explosive plays were the name of the game in the first quarter. Will it continue in the second? Green Bay needs 18 yards for a first down, but they are driving right here. Start of the second quarter with a 2nd down and 18. Rogers under center with an offset I. Gonna run it with Montgomery up the middle for a yard, maybe. Looks like, yeah, looks like they go a yard. 3rd down and 17 for Green Bay here. Rogers in the shotgun. No Jordy Nelson on the Rogers on the Packers this year, which is unfortunate. Rogers flushed to his right. He's going to not be able to get out of the grasp of number 99. The Bears stopped Rogers for a 2-yard gain. I believe that's Lynch. Is that his last name? Brings up 4th down and 16. Mason Crosby with a long field goal that is good, and that'll make it 10-7 Green Bay. Just barely. Look at that. Clear the top bar. Crossbar. That's the bar. It's not the top bar because it's on the bottom. That doesn't even make any sense at this point. All right. Crosby's ready to kick it away. Green Bay with a 3-point lead, 4:45 left in the second quarter. I almost said fourth quarter. Second quarter. It's going to be a nice return all the way up to the 38-yard line. First down for Mitchell Trubisky and the Bears, looking to avoid a 3-and-out this time around. Hopefully. Trubisky swings it out wide to the right, and it is stopped for a 2-yard loss. So after giving up that big play, Green Bay's played really good defense. Been able to hold them to very minimal gains, if that. Trubisky in the shotgun. Gonna run up the middle, and it's going to be stopped for about a 3-yard gain, maybe? Looks like that's what it is. 3rd and 9. Looks like they're running a little hurry-up offense there. Trubisky taking a snap in the shotgun. Throws it out to his right. Is that a catch? I don't know if that is a catch or not. He's celebrating like he came down with it. Gabriel is. We'll check the replay. Oh boy, that's a really hard angle. 175. Move to your right or left. Either is fine. I don't think that's a catch. Looked like he only had 1 foot in bounds. Green Bay is going to challenge the play, though.
The previous play is under review.
Take a couple more looks at it. Didn't look like he got both feet in bounds. Not really sure. The angles aren't great, so it's hard to tell exactly what they're going for. We're gonna be able to call here.
That's it, baby. After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Ooh, and the ruling on the field is going to stand. No evidence to overturn it, no evidence to confirm it, so it sits in that weird middle ground that if it was called an incomplete pass, probably would have been an incomplete pass as well. So That's one of those weird middle things where it's not super great. But hey, it is what it is. Trubisky over the middle. It's going to gain 9 yards. 2nd and inches coming up. Running that hurry up offense. Maybe I just cut it weird. I don't know. Flag down. Intercepted in the back end zone. Back of the end zone. They're going to run it out to the 15-yard line. A nice interception in the back of the end zone. Nick Perry's dancing, or it's a glitch. Probably, oh, maybe a little bit of both.
Holding. Defense.
Now, I believe the ref said defense. It should be holding on the offense, which was the Bears. So it'll be a penalty that is declined. Green Bay will keep the ball and start on the 16-yard line. A rush up the middle to Montgomery, and that'll be 2nd and 1. Great run up the middle. They got those seals we're talking about. 2nd level. Rodgers in a really weird formation. Speaking of weird formations, the Cougars ran a bizarre, Washington State Cougars ran a bizarre formation. That'll take us to the 2-minute warning on a sack from the Bears. 10-7, Green Bay. We'll be right back. There's your score breakdown so far. 7-7 in that first quarter. Green Bay with a field goal in the second quarter. The Bears have not scored since their opening drive. We're driving through an interception. Green Bay now with a 3rd and 8 on the 18-yard line after picking off Mitchell Trubisky in the end zone. Rodgers steps up, moves to his right, throws it out to the flat, and that's not going to be enough for a first down. Chicago will take a timeout. 4th and 2 with 1:53 left to go. Just a reminder that our coverage of digital football on this YouTube channel is brought to you by Week in Review. Check it out every Tuesday. The Packers are going to punt with 1:52 left in the second quarter. It's a booming kick back to the 25-yard line. Ooh, slips a tackle, and that's going to be a 30. Tackled at the 39-yard line for about a 15-yard return. So Trubisky out on the field, 99 yards with that one pick. Can he lead the Bears to points before the half? Comes out under center. I just see that off the top. Drops back, misses. Ooh, that was a wide open receiver he had right there, coming over the middle. And just missed him. So it'll bring up 2nd and 10. Trubisky in the shotgun. Green Bay's really buckled down their defense in this second quarter. Ever since that opening drive, it's looked pretty good. They were bailed out with. They were able to get an interception. Bailed out, probably not the right term to use, but they were able to create a turnover and stop the momentum on the Bears' last drive. Hold them to a 3rd and 13. Trubisky out to his right, and that isn't going to be enough for a first down. So yet again, a 3 and out, and the Packers call timeout. So it's 4th and 4 with 1 minute and 18 seconds left. The punt is away, and it's not great. That is a bad punt. So it'll be the Packers' ball on the 31-yard line. Great field position, plenty of time, 1 timeout, 1 Aaron Rodgers, who was 3 for 4 for 103 yards, 1 touchdown. Those are great stats. And he'll line up in the shotgun with plenty of time to get points before the half. Chicago has 2 timeouts, so if they get a stop like that, they could theoretically get the ball back if they can hold them to a 3 and out. It's going to be a 7-yard gain for Geronimo Allison. That's his name. I was getting it backwards. I was all over the place. I called him Allison Janney. That's an actress. My apologies to digital Geronimo Allison and real life Geronimo Allison. I apologize. Not intentional. It's like when I get Brie Larson and Allison Brie confused. It's just because I'm... Aaron Rodgers takes the snap. Drops back. Another gain over the middle. Did not call any sort of timeout, so the clock is just wasting away at this point. They're down to about 30 seconds left, which doesn't make any sense. They got to call a timeout. They got to spike the ball. Apparently, the computer doesn't understand how clock management works, which is pretty realistic because a lot of times you watch football games and you're like, how do you not understand the concept of the clock? It's still running, and they're just not rushing. You got 20 seconds. You got a timeout. You got to go. Some point to go. 7 seconds off that clock. They wasted it. They're gonna be bailed out. They're gonna get bailed out by a defensive breakdown by the Bears. They're gonna score a touchdown when they should not have. A 53-yard reception. That means that Randall Cobb has 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. That's nuts. What is that, 126 yards? Missed the tackle and scores when the Bears had him. They had him right where they wanted. 20 seconds left. Nothing. Green Bay wasn't managing the clock well at all, and Green Bay gets bailed out by a bad defensive play. 16-7. Mason Crosby with the point up and good is now 17-7. I can't believe that's how that first half, the end of the first half was going. Whoa, everything's going to shit. Oh boy. Gonna run it out. Get tackled with about 3 seconds left. The Bears will take a knee, and they'll go into the half, down 10. So there you have it. That's your first half of action right here on the Digital Packers Network. It is 17-7, 163 yards to 108 yards. There are your stats. 1 takeaway for Green Bay at the end of the first half. And Green Bay's getting the ball back at the start of the third quarter, which is pretty surprising. I forgot about that. I said defer. I let it off how I wanted to, and just totally and completely forgot about it. Nice run back up to the 37-yard line for the Packers. Randall Cobb, there he is, 2 receptions, 126 yards, 2 touchdowns, and pretty much all the offense for the Green Bay Packers. Rodgers takes the snap, throws it out to his right, and that is Geronimo Allison, who did not catch it. Incomplete pass brings up 2nd and 10. Rodgers takes the snap in the shotgun, throws it out to his right, and that is nearly picked off. Tipped away, though, falls harmlessly to the ground. The Bears are going to hold him to a 3rd down here. See if they can get him off the field after this 3rd and 10. Rodgers back in the shotgun again. 319! Takes the snap, play action pass. Throwing to his left, and that's a great curl route out there by someone. Geronimo Allison, there he is. It's Allison or it's Cobb, and that's it. There's nobody else out there catching passes. Jimmy Graham's out there somewhere, I think. Maybe. I don't know. That's a first down. So the Bears hold them to a 3rd and long, and Green Bay is able to convert. Takes the snap. Another play action slightly to his left, and that's going to be a wide open. Another Geronimo Allison, or is that Randall Cobb? With that pass, Aaron Rodgers will be up over 200 yards, 207 yards, 1 touchdown. And a nice play. Oh, that's Devontae Adams. I believe that's his first catch of the game. Good time to get it. Packers are on the 26-yard line looking to score. Rush off to the right side. I don't know what that juke was. He went backwards. And instead of no gain, he gets tackled for a loss. He jumped into Lynch's arms. He said, "Tackle me." And he jumped right in, and Lynch was like, "Yeah, no problem. I got that. Don't worry about it. We're cool." Targeted 5 times. Somebody. I'm not sure who that was. Rodgers in the shotgun. And then kind of a weird formation with Ripkowski up towards the front. Ripkowski's going to take it out of the backfield, and he'll gain 6 of those yards back, so it'll bring up a 3rd and manageable. I now realize that these rosters are incorrect. Ripkowski, not on the team, so take these results with a grain of salt, mainly because they're a video game. Rodgers buying time, flush to his right. He's going to throw it, and that is picked off. And there's Rodgers with the tackle. So Rodgers threw an interception and then made the tackle. If Rodgers didn't get that tackle, he may have gone all the way to the end zone. So that's the first turnover. Shout out to that glitch. I don't know what the hell is going on with that, but he was dancing. He was so angry. I don't know why he would be dancing. He just threw an interception, but there he was, dancing his whole heart out. His big, beautiful heart. And that big, beautiful man, he just threw an interception. It hurts. The Bears, with their first takeaway of the game, gives Trubisky an opportunity to cut the lead to 3 with a touchdown. Rush off to the right side. That looked like it could have been a face mask. Somehow it wasn't, and it's just a gain of 5 yards. Trubisky under center. Drops back with a delayed handoff. Big hole up the middle. Dances around there in the middle of the field, and that's a good gain. Gives them a first down across midfield. Bears looking good. Good start after the takeaway. Brings up a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Time ticking away here. 2:13 left in the 3rd quarter. Trubisky drops back. Another delayed handoff, but Green Bay is there to stop it. There we go. Nick Perry with a nice stop. Got into the backfield and was able to force a loss of yards. The rushing attack's not doing much. 20 for Chicago, 16 for Green Bay. Trubisky takes the snap in the shotgun, drops back, rolls out to his left, finds an open man, and that is just short. 13-yard gain. Brings up a 3rd and 1. Trubisky in the shotgun, buying time, rolls to his right, and just throws it away. Odd choice to make, and it's 4th down. Chicago is probably going to have to bring out their kicker. And it looks like they're right on that. Oh no, that's the first down marker. Oops, my bad. My bad. I take blame for that. My bad. 4th and 1. The kick is away, and that is good. So just like that, 17-10. Takeaway leads to 3 points for the Bears, and it's a 1-score game with 52 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter. And much like that Mason Crosby field goal, it was just barely through the uprights. Just barely. Shout out to that loud car. Somebody's really excited about this. The Bears just scored a field goal. Looks like number 11 was able to come back into the game. You can still hear it. There's Rodgers. Look at that glorious butt. Cool. That's you notice how he revved the engine when Aaron Rodgers' butt like showed up on the screen. Like he really got his engine going, you know what I mean? Speaking of Rodgers, he's going to drop back, he's going to throw it off to the right, and that is going to be a 9-yard gain for a 2nd and 1. 15 yards per attempt for Aaron Rodgers. Man, shout out to whatever that is. Rodgers with a play-action pass on 2nd and 1 is deflected. Nice defensive play there by the Bears. They will set up a 3rd and 1 for Green Bay. Nice deflection right in front of Jimmy Graham. I don't think I've called his name out today until that particular moment. And even then, I didn't have to call his name out. I should have just talked about the Bear. The Bear defender made a nice play. Jimmy Graham just happened to be in the frame. He's like, hey, I'm here. I'm hanging out. 31 rush up the middle is going to be stuffed, and Green Bay's going to have to punt. As we bring the 3rd quarter to a close, it is 17-10. 6 minutes remaining, 4th and inches. Whew, what a game. oldest rivalry. We'll be right back. Punt is away on the 4th and inches. Saw a brief glimpse of their beautiful helmets sitting side by side. And that's a beautiful punt. It's going to be down at the 4-yard line. So great field position as far as the Packers defense is concerned. Great punt by Green Bay. Wow. Trubisky in the offset eye. Takes the snap, and that's going to be a handoff up the middle for a minimal gain, maybe a yard, or maybe 2. Looks like it's going to bring up a 2nd and 8. So a 2-yard gain on that play. It's hard to tell exactly where they're going to put the ball. Just at a certain point, it just becomes like a clumple of men. At the clumple, not even a word. Trubisky is in his own end zone. He's going to roll out to his left and just throws it away. So that'll bring up a 3rd and 8. Trubisky with 2. That's not right. Brings up a 3rd and 8. Trubisky in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Green Bay brings a rusher, but frees up a receiver. And that's a big gain on a 3rd and 8 play. 1st and 10 for Chicago. Man, he was wide open.
Let's go. We're on the ball after this.
1st and 10 for Trubisky and the Bears at the 24-yard line. The clock is moving. They have all 3 timeouts. They have plenty of time, obviously. 4.5 minutes in the game left. But they are in need of a touchdown. He's going to throw it out to his left and another wide open receiver.
Come on, gotta go.
That'll be a 12-yard gain and another 1st down. The clock continues to move. A nice celebration there. Took a weird... Looked like he could have gotten a few more yards, but his momentum pulled him back a little bit. That was weird. I guess that's probably just the Madden engine at work, where it's just like, whatever. It's a video game. Go figure it out. Not to like... I mean, John Madden is playing this game for us. Our favorite commentator in the world. Trubisky drops back, and another wide open receiver. Green Bay is giving up big chunks of yards here late in the game. That is not good. White, is that who that is? Yeah. White was wide open on the play, coming across the middle. And that's another 1st down for the Bears. So they're chipping away, methodically moving down the field here as the clock ticks under 3 minutes and 45 seconds. That's a weird number to point out. I didn't expect the time jump. It got cut, and I was like, well, clock, it's going to tick under, and I just got super thrown off. Thank God Trubisky took the snap so that I could stop talking and decided to commentate the game. He's going to take a big, long shot, and that's a touchdown. A huge 48-yard touchdown for the Bears is going to put it at 17-16, extra point pending. And just like that, a 96-yard drive is capped by a touchdown. Another, I mean, that's wide open in digital football, the DNFL. Wow. Great drive by Trubisky, and that'll tie the, well, theoretically. We'll let the point after touchdown go through, and that'll tie the game at 17 apiece, under 3.5 minutes left to go. Coverage of today's game is again brought to you by Week in Review. Be sure to check it out every Tuesday. And then you can punt away. I don't know where I was going with that. I was trying to transition into the kickoff. Didn't work. Aaron Rodgers back out on the field. He started 6 for 7 for 171 yards. Since he's 4 for 8 for 51 yards with a pick or... with a pick deep in enemy territory, which is unfortunate. And honestly, 2 of those 7 completions were to Randall Cobb for huge gains. So realistically, you're looking at like I don't know what 75% of the yards are on those two plays.
Face mask.
Thank goodness they had them, because otherwise they'd probably be losing. Face mask is going to be called on the Chicago Bears, and that'll give the Packers a first down at the 50-yard line with 3:17 to go. Rodgers takes the snap. Thought about rolling out. Throws it over to someone. Amos with the terrific deflection there. Looked like, man, I still can't tell who the heck was there. Adrian? 81, so it's Geronimo Allison. Seems to be the primary target in today's game. Cobb only has two touches. They're both touchdowns, but Allison has been the more frequent contributor as far as just number of touches. A run off to the right side isn't going to do anything, and that'll bring up 3rd and 9 at midfield. Rodgers takes the snap, throws it up, and that's picked off. Looked like he had what he was looking for, but looks like Lynch stepped in front and picked off the pass. Wow. So another interception for Aaron Rodgers. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He just hasn't really gone Green Bay's way here in the last quarter or so, which is really unfortunate. It looked like he was trying to get up over to Graham, and Graham had room to catch it, but stepped in front and picked it off. Trubisky, 217 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick, 13 for 19, with 2.5 to go. So plenty of time for either team to score, or they can come back if they need it. Howard moves out to the left. Trubisky takes a shot, and nobody really in the area. Looked like maybe a miscommunication there. There wasn't. The receiver looked like he was bending into the middle of the field, and it looked like Trubisky was trying to hit him over the top. Trubisky in the shotgun, takes the pass, slings it out to the right. It's going to be broken up. Oh, broken up by somebody. I'm not sure. Cut away too soon. Another shotgun snap for Trubisky. Running around, almost ran into a defender, and that's going to be a sack. So again, plenty of time, 2:17 left, 4-12. It's Nick Perry on the sack. Good time to dial one of those up. Trubisky had time, but it just didn't have anywhere to go with the ball. Actually, down at the bottom of the screen, looks like he had an opportunity there, but held on to the ball a little bit too long. Ran into his own lineman, had a little bit of green, but it was closed before Nick Perry could get out of the grasp of Nick Perry. Clinton Dix looked like he was right there to cover in case Perry missed. So that'll bring up, again, we'll bring up a 4th and 12. Actually, it's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. So 2 minutes left, 17-17 game here in Digital Lambeau. There's your scoring summary. That touchdown in the 4th by the Bears made it a tie game. And now they are punting it away. That will go into or through the back of the end zone for a touchback. There's Rodgers, 11 for 18 on the day, 232 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 2 pretty costly interceptions. Both of them, they were moving the ball pretty well. But still plenty of time, 3 timeouts, 1 Aaron Rodgers. That's a big chip in itself. And we'll start with a run. Now, if you remember back in the end of the first half, Green Bay didn't really run any sort of clock management all that well, and it was kind of a mess, and they're starting it again that way. Rodgers out to the right, and that's going to be stopped short of the first down by about 2 yards, so a 5-yard gain, 3rd 2. 1:30, the clock is ticking. Poor receivers that have to keep running back and forth, and they're not snapping the ball. There we go. Rodgers over the middle. There you go. You have timeouts. You can use them. 1:18. Clock's moving. Fresh set of downs for Green Bay. Ty Montgomery with a few catches. Rodgers drops back. A big, ooh, that was nearly picked off. Wow. Smith had it in his hands and dropped it. Wow. Oh, my goodness. Not sure. It looks like Rodgers was trying to hit Cobb, but just couldn't get over the linebacker. Empty backfield, 4 receivers set. 1:07 left in the tie game. Rodgers drops back, passes it over the middle. That'll be, well, maybe a first down. Maybe, looks like they're going to give him the yards for a first down. So they're on the 45. Still 3 timeouts. Don't know why they're not taking them, but still time on the clock. Another pass over the middle is tipped way up in the air and almost shot at an interception there. Mason Crosby. There's your target field goal line. That's now the red on the screen. That's right about the 39-yard line. 1 back for Rodgers, 2 receivers, and the shotgun drops back forward. And he's going to get sacked with 45 seconds left. Why are you not taking a timeout? Take a timeout. You got 3rd and 14. You have 3 of them. What are you doing? Take a timeout. You got to take a timeout. Oh, my God. All right. Aaron's running around, and what? The Bears are going to take a timeout. It's 4th down and some amount of, what in the hell just happened? He tripped on his shoelaces. Aaron Rodgers tripped on his shoelaces, and they didn't call any timeouts. Well, that was a mess. I mean, I mentioned it earlier in that drive, but they have had terrible clock management all game long for some reason. I don't understand why. Here comes Trubisky looking to capitalize on his last drive. Maybe. I can't remember. I'm so caught up in Aaron Rodgers tripping over his shoelaces, I'm totally forgetting it. I don't know why they ran it there. They're going to call a timeout with 16 seconds left. It's 2nd and 3 on the 32-yard line. Realistically, they have to get another 40 yards or so. 35, 40 yards for a field goal attempt. And the clock management is just utterly baffling on this. Why are you running on 1st and 10 with that little time left? Nice play. That didn't do anything.
Gotta go.
They don't call another timeout. You have a timeout. What in the... They don't even get a playoff. We're going to overtime. What? That was awful. What are you doing? Commentator God Madden. What was that? That is a big, they had more than enough timeouts. Both of them had more than enough timeouts to at least get in field goal range. So now we're in overtime. The Bears are going to receive the ball. So the NFL overtime rules, which are really, really fucking dumb, by the way. Touchdown wins it, field goal, and the other team gets an opportunity. And the Bears will start on the 26-yard line. I'm so baffled by that. Both ends of the half on Green Bay's side were utterly confusing. And I don't understand how that happens. Each team also has 2 timeouts in the overtime period. Trubisky with a play action out to his left for a nice gain. Should be 7 yards. Then bring up 2nd and 3. Obviously, time is not a terribly large factor here. You score a touchdown, you win. Defense needs to hold to get an opportunity. If the Bears punt away and the Packers get it, any score will win the game. Any score at all. A field goal. Maybe they'll just give them a point for using a timeout correctly. That is absolutely insane. Pass went for -3 yards, so it now brings up 3rd and 6. Trubisky in the shotgun, takes the snap, throws it to someone, but there were 3 Green Bay defenders right in the way. The pass will be batted away. 4th and 6 coming up. Looks like somebody went for an interception. Williams with a nice play there. Nick Perry actually really had a shot at that interception. I thought he just fell down, but he's going for the ball. Punt is away on 4th and 6. Any score from Green Bay will win. That is a huge punt into the end zone. It'll be brought out to the 20-yard line. Plenty of time, obviously. 4:36 left here in the game. Or in the overtime period. That's the max that's going to go. It's 4:36. Nice play over the middle. Graham dropped it. That's a bad drop. Unfortunately, it would have been a nice pickup on first down. But as it stands, it's an incomplete pass. Brings up 2nd and 10. Start to go back to the fact that Green Bay, I mean, aside from their 2 big plays, the 73-yard and the 53-yard touchdown, honestly haven't done a ton. Both times they've been driving, Rodgers threw an interception, and now where it's, you know, otherwise they've only pulled 3 points out of their other drives. That's a nice play on 3rd and 10, gets him 13 yards, and that'll be a first down. So there's Graham, kind of making up for his drop earlier. Nice catch. Tried to shed that tackle there. Slide under 3.5 minutes to go in the overtime period. Rodgers takes the snap from under center. He's going to hand it off right, or I'm sorry, excuse me, left. And Montgomery will pick up 2. As I pop my thumb. All right, 2nd and 8. Green Bay with a bunch formation to the top. Single receiver down low. It's going to be another handoff. Works his way up the middle for another 5-yard gain or so. Maybe 6. I'll give him 6. It'll be 3rd and 2. Nice run. Ty Montgomery converted from receiver to running back, so that's why he wears number 88 instead of the traditional 20s. I'm sure my mom is very thrilled with that. That's a joke. Mom probably does not like that he wears number 88 in the back. But that's okay. It's Montgomery shirt. Hand off to the right side will be enough for a first down. Nice little hole there. Ran into his own defender, ran into his own lineman, but was able to pick up the first down regardless. All right, we're starting to pick up the pace a little bit. Slide under 2 minutes in the overtime period. Rodgers drops back, throws out, and that was right at a defender. It didn't look like the receiver saw that the ball was coming his way. The defender had to jump on it and just couldn't pick it off. It was, again, right in the hands of a defender. At number 94, Floyd. Getting really lucky. Aaron Rodgers he's throwing some weird passes. Motion towards the top, and it's going to be a handoff. That'll be 2 yards off to the right, 3 yards. So we'll give him 3. So 3rd and 7. Montgomery. Another carry. Again, that target field goal line is only the 39-yard line, so they don't need a ton more. They need 8 yards. Oh, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. They need 13 yards. 14 yards. Looking at the wrong side of the field. That is on 3rd and 7. That's a great pass, but it's not going to be enough for the first down. A little bit behind Graham, so he had to come back for it, and the momentum took him away from the first down. They'll bring up 4th down. Punted the ball away. It's going to bounce at the 2. and unfortunately roll into the end zone for a touchback. So with 41 seconds left, Mitch Trubisky is going to come out onto the field with an opportunity to win the game in overtime. Start with a play action pass. Rolls out to his left a little bit. His right, excuse me. Throws it, and it's going to be a no gain. Brings up 2nd and 10. Drops back with a handoff for a loss of 4 yards. Green Bay, for some reason, is not taking their timeouts. I don't understand what's going on. You got them on 3rd and 14. You take a timeout there. You stop them. You take a timeout. You have a shot to win the game. I mean, worst case scenario, you're going to get a tie, but okay. Boy, the clock management in this has not been great. It looked like Chicago actually took a timeout right there with 20 seconds remaining. 3rd down, 14 yards to go. It's going to be a play-action pass. Trubisky is nailed in the back. And that pass falls incomplete. Williams with his 2nd deflection of the game. Not a smart decision right there. He threw it into at least double, maybe even triple coverage. A lot of green jerseys rolling around there. Punt is away on 4th and 14. That is a booming kick. He'll take it from the 20, but he'll go down at the... Oh, my goodness. He'll go down at the 30, but because he took like 8 seconds to fall down, they're now 6 seconds away from a tie. Oh, boy. Aaron Rodgers winds up the throw. That was incomplete. Oh, they almost had it. 2 seconds left, and this game is probably going to... This is a tie. Green Bay gets one more heave to the end zone, and that's about it. Wow. Really, really bad clock management on Green Bay's side of the ball. They're going to leave 2 timeouts on the board. They left timeouts on the board at the end of the 4th quarter. They left timeouts on the board at the end of the first half. The pass falls incomplete, and that is the end of the game. Green Bay and Chicago are going to tie at 17. So that is this week's game. Thank you so much for joining. As always, this week's game was brought to you by Week in Review. Green Bay really probably should have won that game. Left a lot of timeouts on the board and some poor clock management. Doomed them to leave the game with a tie. So 17-17, a tie. I don't know. Hopefully you enjoyed that video. If you did, be sure to like it and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to check out Week in Review every Tuesday, and look forward to Spider-Man unboxing tomorrow. So lots of good content coming out. Thank you so much for joining. We'll see you on the digital gridiron next week.